Find Your Mind Out by Wendy. This presentation is prepared for July 24, 2025 in EB Pro program. Let me introduce myself. Hi everyone. I'm Wendy and I'm so excited to be here. As a psychologist, the question I encounter the most from people is, can you read my mind? To be honest, I can't. All psychologists can't. But here's the good news. I can teach you how to read your own mind. Everyone wants to figure out their mind. That's why we do some psychological tests. And the most famous one I believe all of you know very well is MBTI, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. The test shows your personality type, whether you're an introvert, ambivert, or extrovert. You're probably curious about mine, right? My personality is INFJ. Unbelievable, right? Now, I am a talkative person, unlike an introvert, isn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk with you about today. MBTI not only shows your characteristics, but also explains your mindset or how you think, feelings, actions, everything about your psychological state. Therefore, today, I'd like to share a simple method to help you understand your mind and to figure out your hidden personality. There are some steps that you can follow to explore your personality. And this is the AP method. AP stands for awareness, play a role, evaluate. However, before I start, I need to give you a gentle reminder. The truth is, our personality will adapt to our environment, though we won't be only on fixed features forever. That is also a main reason in the first step, we should learn to be self-aware. Self-aware? Sounds so weird. Self-awareness is a skill in which you can understand your feelings, your thoughts, and your actions. For example, right now, I am aware that I'm nervous about giving a speech in English as it is my first time to do so, and so, I walk around to release my anxiety. Let's analyze it together. Situation: I'm delivering a speech in English. Feeling: I feel nervous. Action: I walk around to release stress. If you have your pen and a piece of paper with you, I'd like you to write down a situation like, I stand in front of an audience. I'm delivering a speech in English. Next, answer, how do I feel? You can write, I feel nervous. Lastly, how do I act in this situation? Example answer, I walk around to release the stress. Now that you did this, you already know your state. It means you are self-aware. Then, it's time to experiment. At this moment, I need to speak, and I'd like to catch your eye. My personality test, MBTI, points me to INFJ. However, I modified my behavior to adapt to this situation. Situationally, I became ENFJ now. How can I do that? Here's an interesting activity for you. I imagine putting on a special mask. When the speech situation comes, I wear this mask. On the other hand, when my friend needs me to accompany her, I will choose to wear the listener mask. This is called role-playing based on the situation. When you are in different circumstances, you can show your different masks. Hold on, that is not the end. Now, let's go to evaluate how the mask suits the situation. It's so much easier to do that. Just repeat the first step, self-awareness. Then, try to think about that. When you play the role, do you feel comforted? If you should score it 1 to 10, 1 is extremely unsatisfied and 10 is extremely satisfied, how many points will you give it? Lastly, do you have another role that you can play? If yes, please try it. That way, you'll figure out your new characters in your life. Now, you already know how to discover your hidden personality. After that, just repeat it again and again. You will have various masks when you need them. And also, now all of us understand we are incredibly creative. Before I summarize it, I know someone who likes to ask me why we need to do that. There are many benefits when we explore our personality. First, you can understand your mind very well. Second, when you have an argument with your friend, your lover, or your family, you can figure out what happened quickly and make an efficient communication. Third, you will gain more experiences and opportunities. Based on your understanding of yourself, you can be more successful and enrich your life journey. Sounds great, right? Why not try to do it once? I believe you will impress your boundless soul. Let's sum it up today. I showed you. First one, self-awareness. Second, play a role to experiment. Last one, evaluate your experiment and just do it again and again. You will know that you are not only a specific type of MBTI, but you are also an incredibly creative person. Before I end up my speech, I'd like to tell you, find your mind out, impress your I now. That's my presentation. Thanks for your eyes and ears.